Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Sophie Cunningham. Make some noise for Sophie Cunningham, someone who came over to Indiana and knew exactly how to capitalize on the Caitlin Clark effect. When we talk about all the Dewana Bonners, when we talk about the Natasha Howards, the Alyssa Smiths, when we talk about all the toxic situations that revolve around Indiana that at least the media put out, let's pay attention to people who know how to come in and capitalize, people who come in and know how to get.
Across the entire history of professional sports, there are moments that completely shift the balance of power. We are talking about massive, undeniable financial earthquakes that leave established corporate executives sweating inside their tailored suits. But what is now being claimed around the WNBA is not simply another earthquake. It is being described as a complete financial meltdown for the critics and a historic, unbelievable triumph for the fans. The veteran players and league executives believed they could control the narrative. They believed they could bully the rookies, deliver lazy all-star performances, and still collect their massive endorsement checks. But according to these viral reports, they were completely and devastatingly wrong. In just 60 minutes, Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham reportedly shattered the glass ceiling, the floor, and the entire building. An unexpected and highly exclusive signature shoe collaboration was said to have dropped, and before the WNBA front office could even finish its morning coffee, the entire inventory was reportedly wiped completely clean, sold out, and gone. The claimed final revenue figure was a staggering $5.9 million in 1 hour. This was presented as more than a simple merchandise release. It became a powerful statement from fans who were tired of the jealousy surrounding the league, while critics watched other merchandise remain inside warehouses. Clark and Cunningham appeared to prove where the real commercial power now stands. Grab a seat, hit that subscribe button, and brace yourself, because this financial battle inside the WNBA has only just begun, and we are breaking down every available detail.
Dang, my size 8 sold out. Already ran out of my size. My size is sold out. Already sold out. They sold out already. This is sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, copped. Folks, you couldn't. I mean, Sophie Cunningham has capitalized on the Caitlin Clark effect better than she is the second biggest star in this league. It's CC 1, fall off, Sophie Cunningham 2, fall off, whoever else you want to put in 3. There's no point to even argue who's third at this point, because it's clearly Sophie Cunningham. Now, we even put out, Sophie Cunningham even put out a teaser drop earlier this morning, 8:58, about her colorway coming out.
To truly understand the absolute magnitude of this alleged $5.9 million hour, you have to examine the devastating reality facing the rest of the league. For months, veteran players have appeared on podcasts, sat in front of microphones, and delivered subtle criticism toward Caitlin Clark. They claimed her popularity was only a temporary fluke. They claimed the fans would eventually move on, and most importantly, they claimed they were the true attractions of the WNBA. But according to these viral reports, the retail market may have exposed those arguments in the most humiliating way imaginable. While Clark and Sophie Cunningham were reportedly making history, attention quickly shifted toward the shoe sales of players who spent All-Star Weekend missing easy layups and delivering disappointing effort. The alleged numbers looked catastrophically bad. We are talking about almost no movement, flat sales, and complete silence. Sneaker brands were reportedly growing concerned after investing millions into veteran players whose shoes were allegedly sitting on clearance racks at 50% off. While buyers showed little interest, the fans appeared to speak through their wallets, and their message felt absolutely lethal. Many supporters argued that players like Angel Reese and other established veterans were failing to deliver the effort they expected on the court, and those frustrated fans responded by refusing to support their merchandise.
Colors available in size 11.5 and women's 12.5. That's it. That is it. I said what I said. Wow. She's gonna be getting her signature shoe. The execs at Adidas are laughing like Tony Montana and Sosa. Yeah, they're counting their money up right now. They saw the force. They had the foresight last year to say, whoa. This person's captivating the national audience. Whoa. This person's gaining crazy steam and her momentum is building. Whoa, there's something that we could do here. Arby's hopped right in on it. She's had a boatload of commercials here and there. You see her on the Amazon Prime commercials. You see her all over. You had the Arby's going crazy. You get the point. The UFC, Adidas really, they're about to buy low, sell high on Sophie. Yeah, they're about to cash in on Sophie Cunningham stock.
It was being described as a total financial blackout for the critics. The WNBA old guard had just received one of the hardest lessons in professional sports. You cannot force the public to love you, and you cannot attack the very audience supporting your success. The fans hold enormous power, and according to the viral narrative, they destroyed the retail value of the critics in exactly 60 minutes. Now let us examine the absolute force of nature known as the Caitlin Clark effect. We already knew she was transforming television ratings. We already knew she could help sell out arenas wherever she played, but the unverified claim of moving $5.9 million in physical merchandise within 1 hour would elevate her from a basketball superstar into a global financial empire. Clark would no longer be viewed as only a player. She would become a one-woman economic stimulus package with the commercial power to build extraordinary long-term wealth far beyond the basketball court.
Don't worry about it. But anyway, let's move on for a second, all right? Let's look at what the comments had to say, because, you know, we can't just listen to what Twitter posts us say. Let's listen to the fans. Let's get it straight from the fans' mouth themselves. So as you can see, Sophie Cunningham's crazy energy PE shoe is sold out already. Adidas, y'all need to make some more. Yeah, you gonna have some trolls in the comment as well, you know. Look, we got the point being solidified, the Mona Lisa or the Sofa Lisa, man. We gonna have to, hey, Mona, you know what I'm saying? Huge respect to Mona Lisa, but we might have to put Sophie's right next to yours, you know? Oh man, this is crazy. This is a great day in the CCFC. Then the point, like, Sophie Cunningham just knows exactly what she's doing. She knows how to capitalize on it. And this front office, who's operating on prehistoric time, they're operating as if this is the 1950s, 60s, 70s. They don't have a single clue on what 2026 marketing looks like. They think it's still controlled from up top. No, the fans have the power. And they've always had the power, but fans are way more awake now to know, like, okay, we're going to invest in what we want to invest, not what you show us, you know? But anyways, as you can see, you got comments saying, dang, my size 8 sold out, my size sold out, lucid pink going fast. All this is happening, right? And I want to show you guys something real quick, because Sophie Cunningham is not only impacting her pockets, she's impacting the pockets of her peers. Sound familiar? Caitlin Clark. Let's get straight into it. As I said, Sophie Cunningham, her shoe sold out. Look at this, right? So as you can see, over 184 people have bought this product in the last 24 hours. Like, I'm genuinely so...
When the countdown clock reportedly reached 0 on the website, the servers instantly crashed. Millions of fans from Indiana to international markets were said to be frantically refreshing their browsers while desperately trying to secure their orders. The alleged back-end analytics revealed traffic levels that sneaker executives usually witness only during massive global releases involving names like Travis Scott or Michael Jordan. But what made this moment so satisfying for supporters was that Caitlin Clark never needed to say a single word to her critics. She did not post a passive-aggressive message or complain through the media. She simply allowed the numbers to speak, and according to the viral claim, that scoreboard showed $5.9 million in sales every time a veteran player rolls their eyes at her or delivers a controversial foul on the court. Caitlin Clark appears to become even more commercially valuable. She has seemingly transformed every ounce of criticism and jealousy surrounding the league into pure financial power. She now looks almost untouchable, while the WNBA front office faces the uncomfortable reality that the league may need her far more than she needs them.
Adidas crazy energy basketball shoes have sold out in most sizes on release day. I tried to get a pair for the white. It was sold out in her size. Sold out in her size. The 2026 WNBA All-Star Game is tomorrow, so all of the top players and brands are bringing out their best basketball shoes to Chicago for the big stage. Indiana Fever guard Sophie Cunningham did not make the All-Star Game, but she is still enjoying a strong sneaker launch. Earlier this month, we got our first look at Cunningham's first player-exclusive colorway of the Adidas Crazy Energy basketball shoes. There is a buzz around the sneakers, but a near sellout on release day seemed unlikely. But in less than 24 hours, the shoes have sold out in most sizes at Adidas. Below is everything fans and shoppers must know about the hoop shoes. The Adidas Crazy Energy basketball shoes were released for $110. Great price too. Great price. Very good price. For $110 in adult sizes in the early hours of Friday, July 24th. The sneakers have already sold out in most men's and women's sizes of the Adidas website. As of this morning, they're still available in men's sizes 10.5 through 13 and women's 11.5 through 14. This article was published hours ago. There's now only those two sizes left, 11.5, 12.5. While most fans rush to the Adidas website, they may have overlooked the shoes being available at popular retailers. There are more sizes in stock at Dick's Sporting Goods and Hibbett's. However, There is no guarantee how long the kicks.
But perhaps the most incredible and jaw-dropping twist in this entire story was the sudden explosion surrounding Sophie Cunningham. Supporters remembered the viral narrative claiming Caitlin Clark wanted Cunningham brought into the All-Star game because she was one of the few players competing with genuine heart. The fans remembered everything they noticed, who stood beside Clark, who delivered that gritty enforcer energy, and who appeared to truly respect the game of basketball because of that. Loyalty and relentless on-court hustle. Supporters reportedly rewarded Sophie Cunningham with the ultimate financial statement when her custom colorway allegedly launched beside Clark. Critics laughed. They assumed Cunningham lacked the star power required to generate serious sales, but the fans responded like an unstoppable army, and according to the unverified reports, Cunningham's entire inventory disappeared almost as quickly as Clark collection.
This morning, they're still available in men's sizes 10.5 through 13 and women's 11.5 through 14. This article was published hours ago. There's now only those two sizes left, 11.5, 12.5. While most fans rush to the Adidas website, they may have overlooked the shoes being available at popular retailers. There are more sizes in stock at Dick's Sporting Goods and Hibbett's. However, there is no guarantee how long the kicks will be in stock or if there will be a future restock. Man, I'm gonna go to Dick's. I'm gonna go to Dick's right after this. Either way, it's a strong release day for a non-signature shoe player, for a player who missed the WNBA All-Star game. I mean, come on. She is a superstar. The Adidas Crazy Energy is a new performance model that is designed to bring fresh energy to the basketball court. The Adidas Light Strike cushioning is made for speed, offering a responsive ride. The silhouette's synthetic upper offers durability and flexibility, while the textile lining provides comfort. Lastly, the rubber outsole grips feature a modified herringbone traction pattern for reliable grip on the hardwood. Cunningham began a professional career with Nike before switching to Adidas in 2022. So she switched to Adidas nearly 4 years ago. They really bought low, and they are cashing in on that stock. Wow, she has quickly ascended in the company, going from wearing $45 shoes during games to appearing in the marketing campaign for Adidas Dame 10 last summer. Company always toes the company line, even engaging.
Sophie Cunningham, a player who supporters believe has repeatedly been overlooked by the league's corporate media, was suddenly positioned to secure a massive life-changing opportunity because she aligned herself with what fans believed was right. Supporters rewarded her loyalty and relentless hustle while completely challenging the hierarchy promoted by the WNBA. The league may choose to promote players that fans believe lack defensive effort, but according to this viral narrative, supporters made Sophie Cunningham more commercially valuable in 1 hour than many WNBA players become throughout their entire careers. The partnership between Caitlin Clark and Cunningham was being celebrated as one of the most dangerous and potentially lucrative combinations in women's sports. They achieved it by ignoring the establishment and connecting directly with the fans. The dust had finally settled. The servers were reportedly back online, and the WNBA front office was left facing an uncomfortable silence. According to the unverified claim, Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham generated $5.9 million in 1 hour. Silenced their critics and demonstrated that the fans hold the ultimate financial power. The old guard suddenly appeared finished.
Clark. But anyways, let's move on, because let's look at what else shoes are selling out alongside Sophie. So they dropped all of these shoes together, right? So Satu Sabali got hers, and as you can see, all of these are doing pretty well. I can confident, like, look at, you got size 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 selling out. And granted, I know they probably only made a huge, a limited amount of these shoes, but the fact remains is that, like, her shoes are doing pretty well, and I'm pretty sure it would have been way worse if Sophie Cunningham's shoes wasn't attached to this page. The amount of traffic that's flowing in through this page just because of Sophie Cunningham is insane, man. Shout out to Sophie. Let's continue though. Look, over 33 people have bought this product, and 31 bought Satu's product in the last 24 hours. And I know that's not really too much, but listen, man, if this is what it looks like with your shoes on the same page as Sophie, would you have even sold one pair? Would you have even sold the pair? And I'm not talking about your family members and friends going up there and buying it. I'm talking about actual fans, especially in this economy. 33 people have bought this product. Look at this one. They got pink ones, and it's no surprise the secondary pink ones, and I don't think these are Sophie's either, but just because it's pink, there could be fans that be like, oh, these might be Sophie's as well. There's fans that probably think all of them are Sophie's, and they're just buying them anyways. So Sophie Cunningham's impact off of what she did off of Caitlin Clark's influence, you can see exactly why Indiana is a destination. Well, at least wherever Caitlin Clark is the destination. Like, look, 63 people have bought this product in the last 24 hours. I can guarantee you that majority of these people thought that they were buying Sophie Cunningham's pink shoes. I can almost guarantee you. Look at this one, man. This is just crazy to think about, man. But anyway, chat, we're gonna go look at Sophie Cunningham's TikTok. But listen, chat, the influence don't just stop there. Before that June 17th incident where she grabbed JC Sheldon by the neck and threw her on the floor in defense of Caitlin Clark, Sophie didn't even have 1 million followers on TikTok. In fact, she didn't even come close to it. Now you look at Sophie Cunningham's TikTok in just her second year with the Indiana Fever, and she is at 3 million followers.
Spicy Sophie.
Spicy Sophie, man. Let's talk about it. This girl is a marketing.
The entire narrative has completely shifted and critics may have little power to stop this rapidly moving train. Now I need to know exactly what you think about this unbelievable and potentially historic moment. Are you shocked by the viral but still unverified claim that Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham sold $5.9 million in merchandise within only 60 minutes, and what does this alleged success mean for other players whose signature shoes continue sitting on store shelves? Share your raw and completely unfiltered opinions in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, then smash that like button, subscribe to the channel right now, and activate the notification bell, because we are delivering massive WNBA stories, analysis, and breaking developments throughout the entire season. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again in the next explosive video.